Okay, welcome to our shop. This is Detroit Deluxe. We're gonna do a quick little tour here and then meet some of the guys. This is a 71 F-250 that we just fully restored. Came in here looking like a complete turd. A couple projects we got going on right here. This right here is a 58 Chevy truck that we are performing a restoration on, and we did what's called a C-link or a bridge, where you move the frame all the way up so it can sit right down on the ground, and you have to alter the entire frame. Got a truck going on over here that we just painted. Coming out of the booth, you can see the doors over there, and lots more projects going on in the back. This truck right here, fleet side, is one Autorama. We're painting this old El Camino that we're restoring. This was actually a Corvette for West Coast Customs. That is a really interesting rough material like bed liner that we are now doing a full repaint on. We got a Comet that we're doing some touch-ups on, wet sanding. And there's that truck that you saw the doors of. Just needs to get polished and rubbed. And there's another project right there. It's just a quick tour of the shop. 3 quick more projects. Got an old Jag that we're gonna paint. A little Porsche that came in, and then the one I really want to show you is this fastback Mustang, which we're going to put a Boss 302 in and fully restore. You can see already welded in all new pans. But if you get down underneath, you can see the suspension, put a whole new rear end in it, so it's going to be able to handle the immense horsepower we put in this thing. Had to redo all the frame rails and everything. So hopefully that makes it to SEMA next year. All right, so this is my business partner, Paul. We're both the owners. Hey, Paul, what do people think about you?
You'd have to ask them. Probably depends. Some people probably think I'm a pretty cool guy. Some people maybe not so much.
How would you describe yourself?
I think I'm a hardworking guy. Like to have fun, enjoy my time, and take care of my family. That's number one. Family, man.
How'd you choose the people you work with? Are they employees? Are they family members? How'd you get these employees?
You know, Jeff Sini was an old friend that I worked with, new in the business. The other guys that we've managed to find have been guys that we've just been lucky enough to find and get them on the team.
Excellent. What makes you different than others in your line of work?
I think number one is our passion for it. You know, we love what we do. We care about these cars. Quality is our number one concern, but you know, we love this. We enjoy this. This is what we would be doing if we were getting together on a Saturday over a couple of beers. So we're lucky enough to be able to do it for a living and get to work with some great clients that care about it as much as we do.
Nice. What's your favorite part of your job?
My favorite part of the job, personally, because I'm a painter, is, you know, seeing that car go from, you know, that production state where it's dirty and dingy, and when I get to get it in the booth and get the color and the shine on it. That's my personal favorite part. But, you know, dealing with the customers and delivering, you know, the top quality work, seeing their reactions when they get their car back that they've maybe wanted to get done for years and haven't had the opportunity, and we can give them that car back and have that interaction. That's a great you know, payoff for us too.
What's your worst part of your job?
The worst part of my job personally is just trying to juggle everything. You know, trying to make sure that I'm staying on top of what's expected of me, not just dealing with our customers and that, but on the floor and making sure. So the hardest thing for me, or the thing that I struggle the most with, is just that daily grind, making sure that I'm staying on top of everything. Because like I said, I've got a family, I got young kids, so I want to be home and spending time with them and my wife, and so to fit all that in that's the only struggle for me.
Sum up your life at this moment. How has life been?
Life's great. I'm lucky, you know, I get to do what I want to do every day and in a place that's mine. You know, it's my business, it's our vision of the type of place we want it to work. I said I've got 2 great kids and a great wife at home, got good friends and family. I mean, I'm very fortunate. I would say that my life is great.
So the last thing is show us what you're working on right now.
Take your pick. It's pan around here. We're working on a million things. I mean, we always have a ton of work going on, but you know, everything from an 82 Porsche, a 67 Mustang Fastback. We're working on a ton of stuff. It's always changing. Things are coming and going all the time, but we have a big variety of the jobs that we work on, and it's always interesting and always changing.
Thanks, Paul.
All right. I'm going to introduce you to James P. Jackson, part owner of Detroit Deluxe and front man of the shop. He runs the front office and takes care of all of that stuff for us. So, Jimmy, tell us about yourself. What's your name, age, and what would you say your job title is?
Yeah, you know, I just turned 29, just recently married. Like Paul said, I
thought you were 39.
Oh, fuck. I feel like I'm 29.
You look like you're 29, but
hey.
Go ahead. All right, so
are we gonna start over? Or are you still going?
Go for it.
All
Keep
right.
going.
Yeah, I run the front of the shop, so you know anybody come in the door, I'm gonna meet them and make sure that everything's kept in order. The job comes in, the dates, the expectations, the budgets, and when the jobs leave the door, make sure they're standing tall and looking their best.
What would you say people think of you?
People think that I'm a very honest, hard-working, loyal individual. I'm always going to be straightforward with you. Sometimes it might not be what you want to hear, but there's no reason to mess around and tell people non-truths, because it's always going to come back to you. So you got to be honest and upfront with them.
Would you say that's how you describe yourself?
Oh, 100%. I mean, find the hard way. You see people that take shortcuts and don't give it their all, and they always end up blaming everything but themselves.
And who do you work with?
Oh man, I found a great group of people to work with. It's been a long process of a lot of trial and error stuff. We've had some successes, we had some failures, but we learn from everything we do. So I'd say I work with a bunch of my friends.
So what makes you different than others in this business?
What makes us different is that we only accept the highest quality. If something comes into our shop right now, and we get people all the time that they've been looking for a body shop or someone to paint their old car for 3, 4, 5, 10 years, and they finally find the spot, and that's what differentiates us from everyone else, is our quality of work.
What's your favorite part of the job?
Oh, I did the cubicle farm for 15 years, and it was miserable. You're just staring at the clock every minute of the day, trying to find a way to goof off and your boss not catch you. But you come here and it's fun every day. I can't believe it's 3 o'clock and you've still got 10 things to do, and you're working on stuff that's fun and new every day. It's wonderful.
What's the worst part?
The worst part is that payroll's coming, every 2 weeks. Those bills have to be paid. Those customers have to be kept 100% happy. So, it is a little stressful, but at the end of the day, it's what we love to do. So it's not even that bad.
So sum up your life. How would you describe your life right now?
Yeah, I just got married. I'm doing something I love. I feel like we're right at the peak of building this into something huge. So I'm really happy with my life at this point.
Great. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Paul. Oh, the sheep's back at it again. What's up, Jeff?
Oh, nothing. Just working on this old Ford truck.
What's your name and job title?
My name's Jeff Sini. I'm head of fabrication and body work over here at Detroit Deluxe.
What do people think of you?
I don't really care what they think of me, but probably think I'm pretty handy, and always call me when they got a problem that needs solved. And
how would you describe yourself?
Hardworking, dedicated, willing to go the extra mile. I like building cool stuff.
Why do you do what you do for a living?
Because it's fun.
Yeah, you love this shit?
Hell yeah.
Nice. What makes you different than others in your line of work?
I care about what I do. Take pride in it.
That's a tough thing nowadays.
Just try to get better every time.
What's your favorite part of your job?
Probably cutting and welding and just making something out of nothing.
How about the worst part?
I don't know. Have to think about that.
Well, that's a good thing, right?
Yeah.
That means you like what you do.
Sure do.
What are you working on right now?
67 Ford truck, putting Ford Mustang independent rear suspension out of a Cobra.
Very cool. Nobody's doing that shit.
Nope, not around here.
Sum up your life at this moment. How has life been?
Pretty good. It's coming together.
That's all you can ask for.
Yep.
Thanks, Jeff.
You're welcome.
This is our shop's hardest worker, Pretty Paul. Pretty Paul. Just got a couple questions to ask you.
Yeah.
Tell us your name, age, and job title.
Name's Paul Brule, 40 years old. Auto body tech.
What do you think people think about you?
Hope they think I'm a nice guy.
How would you describe yourself?
Nice guy.
Nice guy. All right. Hey, I'm a nice guy. What do you do for a living?
Auto body tech.
Work on cars.
Work on cars.
Why do you do what you do for a living?
Gotta have a job. Might as well be something you like.
Also, you really like what you do?
Yeah.
Excellent. What makes you different from others in your line of work?
Makes me different from others in my line of my work. Pretty passionate about older cars. I think that helps a little bit. When you actually like working on what you're working on. Especially when it's a GM product.
Yeah. Big GM guy.
A little bit.
Also, you're a hard worker, which differentiates you from everyone in your line of work, I'd say. And you're still wrenching while we're shooting this video. What's your favorite part of your job?
Depends on what car I'm working on.
Depends on the day.
Yeah, it depends on the day, the car. Sometimes I feel like doing body work. Sometimes I feel like tearing something apart. Sometimes I feel like cutting something apart.
It depends on the stress level.
Yeah, it's nice to have something different to do every day.
How about the worst part of the job?
Part of the job? Really isn't the worst part of the job.
Wow, man. That's great. So what are you working on right now?
2016 Corvette Stingray.
We're repainting the whole thing, right?
Yep.
Sum up your life at this moment. This is the last question. How's life been?
My life to this point, hard, uphill climb, kind of getting to the top of the mountain.
Awesome, man. Thanks a lot, Paul.
Yeah.
And this is the Sheep at Detroit Deluxe. We are doing a really cool project right now. We're putting the Mustang rear end from a Cobra IRC independent IRS independent rear suspension into this old F100. What year is it?
70 something.
1970 something. The Sheep is wrenching in full-fledged wrench face. So we put this in. Go Sheep.
Come out from here, make like a round plate with gussets. Because I have the pieces actually from those bags that were probably definitely like crazy. And then with these almost, no, because it's actually, I think I go back more.
Well, right, but what I'm saying is something like this.
Yeah.
Look at how booger you
Yeah, no, those are coming off. I mean, I'm gonna make this shit.
But if you could use that, it would actually look pretty good. Like a factory. Let me get the.
You know, the only thing about it though is how
Yeah, I can make a-
that arm is. You know, this how it's straight with this.
I mean, that plate that I got, I could probably make a lot nicer one. And not fuck around with that or anything. It's like almost the same width, just a little bit bigger.